Welcome back to the Social Club, where everyone has a voice. I am your host, Nathan Garth. Today, we are going to be talking about Super Bowl 59, Chiefs and Eagles, a rematch of Super Bowl 57. We're going to talk about some of the interesting things that led up to where we are now, kind of recap last week of the championship series, and then talk about who you guys think might win the Super Bowl. Leave a comment. Let us know who you got winning. Maybe if you got some intel on what the Gatorade color is, help us out here. So last week, obviously, controversial one in Kansas City. I know the narrative out there is that the Chiefs have the refs on their side, and some of those calls were definitely something that the country kind of took by storm. And you got people drawing lines on screens, and I just don't understand that at this point in time why we don't have technology in the football to properly get where the spots are in some of those close plays. But regardless, the Chiefs Invitational every year. Honestly, I just think Sean McDermott got outcoached, and Mahomes is going to be Mahomes. And if it's a tight game late in the game, he's going to step up. Obviously, there were some tough breaks for the Bills. That first down call that didn't get called a first down, whether you believe it was or not. Kincaid not catching that last pass. A lot of things, but obviously the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl again. This is starting to become something that we just expect now. And then the Eagles, where that final score definitely told a little bit different story. Obviously, I believe the Commanders were outclassed. I think obviously the Eagles probably have the best roster in the NFL on paper, so I think they put up a good fight for a little bit there. And then obviously Saquon just started being Saquon. Obviously, you saw from the first play of the game that he took for 70 yards. But going in to the Super Bowl preview, obviously there's a lot of things that factor in to Super Bowls that are a little bit different than most games. Obviously, you have 2 weeks off in between games, a lot more media attention, and a lot different game plans. So it will be cool to see them rematch after 2 years ago, which was a really enjoyable Super Bowl to watch. In my opinion, I think that Jalen Hurts is going to have to play the way that he did in that Super Bowl 2 years ago for the Eagles to have a chance. Obviously, having Saquon this time is definitely helpful. I think the biggest thing for the Eagles is just going to be their defense. Can you get Mahomes off the field on third down? Can you limit big plays? The Chiefs haven't really been a big play offense this year. But when it comes to the Chiefs, when the lights are bright, they can turn it on. So I think if the Eagles can limit some of the Chiefs' big plays, obviously you have to get Saquon going, and Jalen Hurts just plays turnover-free football. I think the Eagles can definitely win this. But again, it's the Chiefs, so a lot of people will obviously just look at the roster side by side, and I think it's pretty fair to say that the Eagles are better at offensive line, better at running back, better at receiver, and pretty much better everywhere on defense except for some spot players. I know the Chiefs, obviously Carl Optis and Chris Jones and McDuffie and all of them. But again, I think the Eagles have a very good shot of knocking off the Chiefs. Whether that's because their defense can shut down Kansas City or Saquon just goes crazy. All right, first I'm going to look at the Eagles offense versus the Chiefs defense. So like I said, obviously the Eagles want to run the ball. That's the name of their game. Even with receivers like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, they're still a run-first offense. We still don't know if Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson are going to play. I think Nick Sirianni said that the plan is for both of them to play, which is massive for them. If they both were out, I think the Chiefs D line would give them problems. So as long as Jurgens and Dickerson play, I think the Eagles will definitely be able to run the ball. On the outside, I can definitely see there being issues in the passing game. Obviously, the Chiefs do have a pretty solid secondary, and they can get to the quarterback too. Obviously, the Bills' offensive line and the Eagles' offensive line are two different stories. If the Eagles want to win, I think they're going to have to score 30, which shouldn't be a tall task for them. Obviously, you saw last week while Washington's a completely different team, they put up 55, and it didn't even feel like they were humming on offense at points in the game. So for the Chiefs side, I think what the Chiefs are going to want to do, obviously, the Eagles can get to the quarterback as well. The Chiefs, while their interior line is very solid, obviously they probably have one of the best centers in football with Creed Humphrey. I do like how the Chiefs have been putting Thuney at left tackle, sacrificing a little bit at left guard to protect Mahomes' blind spot, which I think is very smart. What the Chiefs are going to want to do, if the Chiefs can get the run game going, that always opens up their entire offense. I think what they're going to try to do in this game, though, is try to get into the middle of the field, feed Travis Kelce this ball. I think that if they can get Kelce going, maybe hit a deep shot to Hollywood Brown or DeAndre Hopkins, I think the Chiefs can put up 30 just as easily as the Eagles can. And while both teams have really, really elite defenses, I still see this being a high scoring game. As you guys know, in Super Bowls, there seems to be a breakout star that no one expects every time. So, looking at this matchup in this Super Bowl, I think that someone that could really surprise people is Juju for the Chiefs. It just feels like anytime there's a big game, he steps up. During the regular season, he kind of coasts and doesn't do anything too spectacular. And then all these big games, when the Chiefs need a big catch, when they need a third down, he just happens to be there all the time. So I think Juju's going to have a big game for the Chiefs. I could easily see him having like a 6 reception, 80-yard, 1 touchdown, 2 touchdown game. Obviously, Goddard, Barkley, and AJ Brown have all had big games in the playoffs so far for the Eagles, but I think that Devontae Smith is going to have a huge game. His speed and versatility can really cause problems for the Chiefs defense. So I expect Devontae Smith, Juju. Look at some of those guys for first touchdown bettors for all you gambling people out there. There's a lot of cool props for the Super Bowl as well. So what I'm really looking forward to most though is just to see this coaching matchup. Obviously, Andy Reid's arguably the best coach in the league. Nick Sirianni. I mean, if you ask Eagles fans, they hate him for some reason. He is a little corny and kind of annoying, but I mean, the results speak for themselves. He's been to 2 Super Bowls in his first 4 years, a winning season all 4 years, playoffs all 4 years. I think this Super Bowl is huge for him. Getting this monkey off his back and getting a Super Bowl ring would be huge for the Eagles going forward. While he may not be one of the best coaches in the league, I think his team and his players like playing for him and respond well to how he coaches. So I really do think the Eagles have a great shot here. Obviously, the Mahomes and Chiefs devil magic always plays a part in it, but I think the Eagles get it done here. My final score prediction is 31-27 Eagles. I got Saquon scoring 2 touchdowns and Devontae Smith scoring 2 touchdowns. So looking forward to this game. Obviously, I am not fond of the Chiefs as they are my division rival, but what the Chiefs have done in this Mahomes era is second to none. I think if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, I think it's better than the Patriots dynasty. No one's three-peated, and obviously, I don't think they're slowing down either. So the way the Chiefs play too is a lot different. They're not as flashy as they were in the first Super Bowl. In the start of Mahomes' career, they've changed their teams. It used to be high-powered offense with a terrible defense, and that's kind of flipped for them now. So the Chiefs showing that they can win with different teams, obviously different players on each side. They've drafted amazing. They have a young defense too, which is really scary. Some of the bright stars on that defense are all under 28. So I don't think this Chiefs team or Chiefs dynasty is going anywhere soon. Unfortunately for me, I think the Eagles do get it done. Put Mahomes to a 3-2 Super Bowl record. I'll be interested to see how this Super Bowl goes compared to the last one. Obviously, the last one ended in a pretty controversial call with that pass interference. So I'm glad that this Super Bowl is going to be inside and not in Arizona where the turf had everybody slip in and it was kind of a gross game. People forget that that was probably the best game of Jalen Hurts' career. So if Jalen Hurts can have another game like he did last time, I think they can get it done. Obviously, having Saquon compared to The running backs they had then is a lot different, but it just goes to say Jalen Hurts' best game of his career in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, and they still couldn't get it done. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Some of the keys of the game are. Let me know if you guys have intel on the Gatorade color, so we can win some money. And I'm really excited for the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a great matchup. I think regardless of what you think about the Lions or the Bills, I think these are the two best teams in football. So it's nice to see a Super Bowl matchup to of the two best teams coming out. So um, like I said, I think the Eagles are going to pull this one out. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be close. But the Eagles finally get it done. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, which is crazy to say. If you would have said that 6 or 7 years ago, so I don't think this tarnishes Mahomes' legacy or anything like that. But it's good to see somebody that, other than the Chiefs win it. So Eagles Super Bowl. Um, Let me know what your guys' ideas are on some of the keys of the game, and let me know what you guys think about the game. Obviously, we will be doing a video recapping the Super Bowl as well, so look out for that. And until then, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.